Hello everyone, I'm Jenna and this is Learn Academic English. On this channel, I help English learners take their language to a higher level, especially for school and work purposes. In today's lesson, I'm going to teach you about the prefix co and how this prefix can help you to expand your vocabulary. As you may know, English has a massive vocabulary, which means that there will always be so many new words for you to learn. But when you know prefixes, it can help you to make your vocabulary bigger. The reason for that is that prefixes, which are a small part of a word that goes at the beginning of a word, change the meaning of the word, or it gives you a clue about the meaning of a word. For example, we have the prefix un, which means not, so we can change happy to unhappy. That's a super easy example, but prefixes are so common, especially in high-level words, so they really are very helpful for you to know. So let's get started with the prefix co, but before we do that, I'd like to remind you to please give this video a like if you find it helpful, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, please note that I offer memberships on my channel if you would like more connection with me every week, and I am starting online classes next Monday, September 18th. If you would like to know more, check out the information in the description box below. Okay, so the prefix co means together, with, or at the same time. It's also used to describe a situation in which one person is helping another person. They do something together and there is help or assistance. The prefix co has some different spellings, and you don't really need to know this for your own writing, but it is kind of interesting to know. First of all, the prefix co is usually used when there is a vowel that comes next. The other time that it's used is when the word can be a word by itself. For example, worker, co-worker. If we remove co, we still have the word worker. If the next part of the word starts with a B, M, or P, notice that these are sounds that are made with both lips, B, M, and P. The prefix is spelled com, like communicate. If the next letter is L, the prefix is col, like collaborate. R, it's cor, like correlate. And finally, if it doesn't follow any of those patterns, it's usually spelled con, as in consensus. So let's look at some examples. First, we have some common nouns. Consensus. Consensus means that people make a decision or come to an agreement together. Community. You know what community is. That's when we have a lot of people who spend time together. Notice that none of these words indicate that someone is doing something alone. It's always about there being this togetherness or with others. Coproduction. When something is produced, but it is produced by more than one person, we could say it is a co-production between two companies or two people. Coalition. A coalition is a group of people who work for one common purpose. Cohesion. Cohesion is the idea that things are stuck together or that they flow together nicely. Committee. A committee is a group of people who work together on a task. Correlation. A correlation is a connection between two things, how two things come together or how they are related. And connection. Next, let's go to some verbs. Coexist. Coexist means that two different things exist together. For example, it is important for different religions to coexist, for everyone to exist together. Collide. Collide is that two things crash together. Cooperate. I think you know what cooperate means. To work together. You cannot cooperate by yourself. You must do it with others. Combine. Take two or more things, put them together, you combine them. Collaborate. You can probably guess that this means to work together. Compromise. A compromise is a decision that is made when we are thinking about all the people together. I'm not thinking only about myself, but I'm thinking about the needs of the group. So we come to a decision together. Coordinate. Coordinate is to plan with others, plan with people working together. And finally, coincide, which means that two things happen at the same time or in a similar time, in a similar way. And then we have some people that we can use co for. For example, we have co-pilot. A co-pilot is the pilot who helps the pilot. So usually when you fly on an airplane, there is a pilot and a co-pilot. Coworker. Colleague. Colleague are people who work together. This is usually used in a professional or educational setting. Co-star, when two actors or more actors work on a movie together, they are co-stars. Co-author, when more than one person writes an article. And finally, co-founder, when someone founds or creates a company, there can be more than one person, and we can say that they are co-founders, the co-founders of Microsoft, for example. So how can this knowledge help you to improve your vocabulary? Well, in two ways. First, when you see a new word and we see the prefix co, you can guess what it means because you know that it has something to do with people coming together. Now be careful because there are plenty of words that have co, but it's not the prefix. For example, coffin or comfortable. Take this example. If a professor asks you, you must collaborate on this project. Maybe you say, oh, I don't know what collaborate means, but I know that it has something to do with together or people working with each other. So you can guess that you're not going to work alone. You're going to work together. The second way that these prefixes can help you to expand your vocabulary is that it can help you to remember the meanings. So we have a lot of words here that are pretty high-level words, but because you know what this prefix means, it can help you to remember the meaning of the words. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what examples you can think of and leave them in the comments below. I hope to see you back here again soon, and as always, please let me know if you have questions. Take care.